BoxBox Hub is an absolute essential for any Formula One fan, and the entire app with new widgets, statistics, localized race schedules, and countdowns, you name it. They even have support for Apple's new live activities feature with real-time updates during a race right on the lock screen, and honestly, some of the best looking widgets I've seen.
Between 1925 and 1973, when this title was an honorary award given each year to Happy Pancake Day, everyone, and welcome to the Belgium Grand Prix, round 5 of the championship here in Bronze. And I hope you've all enjoyed your pancake day as well, your pancake as well. Then, unfortunately, I don't like pancakes, so what have I done instead? Sure, I've just got a greasy kebab. Unfortunately, I might spend a lot of this stream in the lavatory then. But enough about my bowel movement. Let's get on with the racing, shall we? Of course, this is bronze tonight then, and we have got a very gloomy Spa, which I'm not surprised by because let's be honest about it, Spa does seem to have its own weather forecast system, doesn't it? One reserve in tonight, but it's a big reserve as well because Brooksy, the man who is challenging the championship leader Jay Hings, is not here tonight. That is a major story that is going around the paddock tonight there. So, can Jay Hings extend it in the championship, which is a very fine margin of 2 points at the moment, two par from Brooksy, but this could be a major play then. So, it's 66 points for Hings with 64 points for Brooksy. We've got Slayer, who hasn't been the same since we've had a game update a few weeks ago. He sits third at the moment. Then Smithfield Mighty, I think he's got his original wheel back. I've been having a gander on the old Discord. In fourth position, great start for Smithy. Kiki, who won the opening race, and then it's kind of gone a bit skew with for Kiki. He is fifth in the championship round. Sickest up there, continuing off from his superb performance at the end of last season on 27 points set. Sirius Mushroom on 26 points. Duncan Dave getting his first podium of his career is in 8th position on his 50th Grand Prix start tonight, or 40th. I can't remember which way around it is now. I think it's 40th actually for Duncan Dave. Dynamo Dan and Marsky complete the top 10 on 10 points as well. Hungry Styles, happy 50th Grand Prix start for Hungry Styles, and he's 11th from the championship. Casal getting some great points last time out. He is in at 12th now. FIFA Beefy 13th and Moomin in 14th on 5 points. 2 points for Vintage, 2 points for Scooby Stew, 1 for Winnie, 1 for Rocket Lee, 1 for Swanshanks. Kaz, the only driver yet to get off the mark. Constructors Championship, McLaren have got a mammoth 35-point lead in the Constructors Championship from the Williams team in second on 67 points. 48 points for the Ferrari team, 45 points for the Alpine team, 31 points for AlphaTauri, then 3 points back on 28 is the Haas team, 26 for Alfa Romeo, 23 for the Red Bull team, 22 for Mercedes, and 16 for Aston Martin. And I was looking to see where that Haas is. Who is that Haas, actually? So I think that we are going to get ourselves going for the qualifying session as well now. And Sick as Muck is the first driver then to start us on our journey here tonight then. Hello to everyone who has just joined us in the in the chats as well. Then of course I hope you all had your lovely pancakes. And if you don't have pancakes, what do you have instead? Is my question. We've all heard about my greasy kebab. So goodness me, let's not take that out of context, shall we? But I wonder what everyone has had at home then instead of a kebab. Then of course anyone may not like those, may not like kebab, that may not like pancake. Then Tulay Calm goes 6, but then of course very high up in the championship. Yo, Sean, we love you, Slayer is saying that with a lovely emoji, heart emoji as well, which also means that I hope everyone shows love for Knowlesy tomorrow night as well. Happy Valentine's Day to Knowlesy. Of course, my second big love of my life behind food, Knowlesy is then, so of course Knowlesy will be giving up his Valentine's Day to take you through the action and drama as Zandvoort in the 100% realistic performance league tomorrow night. There's now AlphaTauri just in front of us. The Sick as Muck is just coming out of the end of Sector 2 there. A 14-1 there for Sector 2. Rocket League, good evening, Sean, and everyone. Hello to you, Rocket League. And it's bronze again, and Sean is back. Sean's back to 100%. I hope so. Well, to be honest, I'm not hood. I'm freezing my feet off because I've lost me slippers, which is shocking. Unfortunately, well, I think they're in the bathroom. I don't want to go next. out of the final turn, out of the bus stop chicane, which is not very. I prefer the old bus stop chicane. You've probably heard me moan about it all over Gold on Sunday, but I like to moan. That's what I'm very good at, is moaning. 3/10 of a second quicker than Dr. Two Pot is sick as muck. Then it's the first time to now being on the board. Then yellow flag out there for someone. Marsky going second fastest. Did Marsky win this race last season? Kiki going faster. Kiki has been on pole position 3 out of the 4 qualifying sessions this season for Kiki. But the race trim is where Kiki's Achilles heel is at the moment, isn't it? We seem to say that quite an awful lot, don't we? No rain, Slayer saying, goodness me, some of the Farfa. Farfa usually hosts the event, unfortunately hasn't done his rain dance, so we have got no rain at all over Farfa. And here's Slayer in 5th position, but that is a warm-up lap, I would assume then, for Slayer. FIFA Beefy on the Camel Straight. Jay Hings invalidated already the championship leader then, but without Brooksy on Brooksy races tonight, I do think that Jay Hings, will he take us a bit more cautiously? Duncan Dave he made his debut for ALR in this event about a couple of years ago now. 6 fast for Duncan Dave getting his first podium as well. Slayer has left for Sasha. That is not ideal for Slayer at the moment. And that's going to be ideal for Jay Hings, of course. Slayer is actually the closest man to Jay Hings in the championship tonight there. Evening to you, Dilando. Of course, Dilando getting a pole position last night. So that was his 4th pole position last night. So McLaren got 2 on the bounce now in silver, aren't they? Really looking really good there, the McLaren team is. And talking of McLaren, I know that this is a bronze broadcast there, isn't it? But of course, I have the breaking news to you. Well, it's not really breaking, is it? Because it happened on Sunday. Unfortunately, Chazza, as movement goes 7 fastest, Chazza, who has been a part of the ALR Formula 1 program for quite a long period of time, has stepped down as the McLaren driver for Gold for the remainder of the season. And Sam Swift Ninja, who 2 starts, 2 wins, 2 qualifying sessions, 2 pole positions. Sam Swift Ninja, who's actually been elevated to 4th in the driver standings now, he's a full-time driver, will be in the McLaren team then for the remainder of the season. So Sam Swift Ninja is, I think he was about 50 odd points behind the Boxstar and the World Championship there. But unfortunately, Chaz has unfortunately elected to give up his seat then. Also, I think Sloth is potentially also leaving as well. They're dropping like flies now, aren't they, unfortunately? We've lost Nameless and we have lost Chazza and possibly Sloth as well, but Sloth hasn't been, a replacement hasn't been named in the Red Bull camp just yet. Kiki, do you love me? Liam is saying that. Talking of which, Liam has actually scored in every single race so far, bar Austria, I believe. So Liam who's been a solid, consistent start to the season then as well. I'm not going to sing Kiki Do You Love Me then, not yet anyway, because I've still got a regurgent problem with me belly after having a juicy Swanshanks, and of course, who's picked up 2 points this season for the Haas team, looking very squirrely on the old rear posterior there for Swanshanks. We was on board with the side pod of the Haas car. I think that I've seen a picture of the Haas. I was on circuit today, and I must say, it didn't look very good when it was launched, but I do quite like the look of the new the 2024 Haas on track. It looks quite nice, actually. Not as nice as the Ferrari, of course, which I think that the last couple of car launches have been a lot better than last week's, because last week was basically just watching painted carbon fibre, really, which is not ideal. Just to say that at the very least, at least so far we've had a beautiful Ferrari and a beautiful Aston Martin and believe it or not, a beautiful RB car as well, or is it a V car? Then I still don't really know what to call them, which is quite weird when you don't really know what to call a team, to be fair. But there we go. As much, unfortunately, the second Red Bull team is the closest they've been to a junior team as a junior team in Formula 1, in my opinion. Smith, you're mighty going 5th fast. albeit Danny Ricciardo is not really a junior driver, is he? Thank you very much to the Vintage there. £1.50 super chat has gone with full Vintage as well. Thank you very much. Have an ice cream for you after your kebab, mate. Vintage is saying that. I'm too honest. I do need an ice cream actually to cool me own guts down, I reckon. Rocket Lee, quick in qualifying. Unfortunately, in race trim, Rocket Lee has had some croppers, hasn't he? So Rocket Lee needs, as it goes with the corner with no name, needs to get some points on the board. He has a point already, doesn't he, with a fast slap back in at I think it's Spain, actually. So I think Rocket Lee does need to hopefully get into the top 10. He has the speed, but strategy core, I think, in Hungary just went a bit skew whiff there for Rocket Lee. And a very unusual start. Remember that it was raining, but everyone was on these slick tires. It was a very unique start to a Grand Prix I have ever witnessed. It was absolutely fantastic to watch, I must admit. Drivers probably didn't like it, and it was edge of intermediate and slick tires. Even a couple, even Ted Tango and Knowlesy, the AlphaTauri drivers, was saying that it looked like intermediate tires. Certainly Knowlesy did. We've got Search Russian Milan first bus stops too. And evening Jordan, oh hello to you, Russian there. I've lost the internet. My Jeff is telling me 15 minutes, raining 15 minutes. Then did you turn the Wi-Fi off and back on to reset new? I think that he must have done the Otis turn off and back on there. Slayer is back in the comments as well. Hello to you, Camera as well. Hello, Sirius, and all good luck, bronze drivers as well. Camera is saying that Rocket Lee has got 7 whilst I was waffling away. There's Winnie, who, of course, was the last driver in the lobby. How do I know that? Because normally I'm not really paying attention there, but Farf was ready to go, and then Winnie decided to leave the lobby, which I found quite funny. So I love that. John is going to keep doing it, I say. Every time we find out Farf, that means something is. It's been a good day. Winnie, unfortunately, that's the time runner so far for Winnie. Winnie has not had a good start to the season. Remember that last season, or this point last season, I believe, he had 7 points in his account there, and with a great podium finish in the sprint of Azerbaijan. This season, he hasn't hit the heights just yet, has he, unfortunately, for Winnie, but hopefully the season... it's not as long as it used to be, is it? We've only got this is round 5 out of 18, of course. We're expecting the season only to go to like around May time, isn't it? Which is perfect for me, because that's where my problem is. Out the final turn now for Jay Hinks. Jay Hinks going second past it. 42 at the moment. No one is, apart from Kiki, no one's going to the 41H so far. Jay Hings getting very, I don't know how he's about his time, but he somehow cut the first corner at last horse. That's very accurate there from Jay Hings. Just shows how accurate of a driver he is. A very good 7 meter. Even Sean, I think I might hit some form at some point, some form this season. I don't know when I will, though. Kiki going faster still, and whilst we're watching Vintage there, flicking it through at Blanchimont now. Tango has got 1 point so far for his troubles, and Knowles has got 1 point as well. Been good finish last night. Unfortunately, both AlphaTauris have only got 2 points in the stretch so far, which I don't want to say this, but I'm not going to say that because I don't think I'm not sure it's fact or fiction yet, but it is definitely one of the worst starts of the 418 in ALR. Here's Serious Mushroom. I had a very distressing message from Mushroom last night, as he is. I don't really read my Discord until the next day. As to be fair though, after there's usually a lot of talk going on in the football chat, and sometimes I can't be bothered to read them. So I do have my Discord on mute for but unfortunately for Serious Mushroom, or unfortunately for us, but fortunately for Serious Mushroom, tomorrow night marks his 100th Grand Prix, 200th Grand Prix start in a row in his ALR career for Serious Mushroom. And he mentioned that potentially it's going to be 200 and out there, unfortunately, which is going to be a crying shame for Serious Mushroom. So I hope that's not the case. Hopefully, Serious Mushroom does have extra stage to the end of the season. But hopefully, Mushroom does have a good event tonight there. So I've got everything crossed, and I've got my toes crossed as well there for Mushroom. And out the final turn then, and doing qualifying as well in car 69 in the AlphaTauri. AlphaTauri, we've heard about, he's on the new tires. He wants say, set a soft bet for later on. Then Vintage is at a 2.25 up in the second split time now. Yeah, hopefully it's not much of a final bronze race there. Final bronze race, potential final race of his career tomorrow night as well. So we hope that's what the case there for Mushroom. But 200 Grand Prix in a row then. What more can you ask there from a driver? Good stuff indeed there for Mushroom. I haven't got me all-time tally on me either. I've misplaced it, which I'm very good. Vintage going at 16 fast. They found 2 seconds on that lap. It's the longest lap. It's the longest lap on the calendar. Rocket Lee rocketing around Spa at the moment. 3.5 minutes to go in this qualifying session now for Rocket Lee. He needs to get back in, throw a new set of soft tires on it, because otherwise I might start to dip it down at the field then, which is not ideal at all, is it there? As Southampton takes on Bristol City. Good stuff indeed there from Sky Sports. I don't really know why I've got that notification, but there are mine, and it's got some yellow flags on there as well. Probably because it got me a Sky Sports notification turned on, really. There we go. Good stuff. Certainly know how to use a mobile track. Oh, Tango is asking me to move my mic closer to my mouth. To be honest, hang on. Hello. Oh, it's Slayer's got off the circuit. Hang on. I try not to pull it too close. Hopefully that's better, Tango. Hopefully, the reason why I have it so close to away from my mouth is because then you'll hear me, like, you know, I might start to get that horrible feedback where you can hear me spluttering and everything. Let me know if that's any good or not. Unfortunately now is though that I've now got a very funky Alice band over my head now, which I've got to say I look like someone from the 80s there, but a bit of Bon Jovi or anything like that. And I've also got to stop waving my hands. Right, right, there's a Vintage there, yellow flag there coming out of Stavolo, I think it is. I need to find the track map, really, don't know. Maybe I should go on Wikipedia, really, because I can't remember the corner names there between Stavolo and Paul Frere. Is Paul Frere even a turn now these days, or has it got renamed or something? I do not know. Right then, here we go then for the final time now. For the final time then, as we've got Kiki currently out on circuit at the moment. Jay Hings out on circuit as well. Sickersmuck is crawling. He's invalidated his time, Sickersmuck, as Vintage has decided to retire from the session there. So Vintage, the highest is going to be is 16th fastest there. Like Midway is perfect then between that and the old one. Ted Tango is saying there. We've got Marsky coming out of the final turn. Then Marsky across the line improves. No, he doesn't actually. Marsky has lost 0.2 of a second on the final sector. That Marsky, I don't think he's got enough time. He only had 70 seconds to get around. Duncan Davis started us up then. Smithfield Mighty and Temptation Miles. Slayer 400s down in the first sector. They're coming to the top of Lake Calm now. We have got Fifi that just accelerates now. Lassus. We've got Swanshanks, who is visiting the scenery there at La Source as well. And Swanshanks may be done for the day, unfortunately, for qualifying at the very least then. So who's all the way around then? I hear you ask then. Rocket Lee is retired from the session. That's a big blow for Rocket Lee. Then he might start to tumble down the order here. Sickersmuck then. Now it's all nothing for Sickersmuck. Half a minute to go in this qualifying session. Here we go. Jay Hings just come through the final couple of turns then. And so is... I just dribbled everywhere. And so is Kiki as well then. Good. And Duncan Dave. Duncan Dave. Dynamo Dan also coming through there. So then here we go then. It's all or nothing now. One by the Ferrari then. Jake the Slayer then 4,800 a second up there. Go for a Blanchimont as well. Then up to the bus stop chicane now. Let's go on board the Ferrari. Break it down then into second gear then tickling the 50 mile an hour mark then before stamping on the down pedal across the grid hatches there. Slayer is 11 fastest there, not improving at all there for Slayer. The checker flag has fallen. Moomin is down in 13th position there. Moomin is there, but Moomin there might be a bit frustrated, unfortunately. Duncan Dave then, who is coming out of the final turn, very leisurely there for Duncan Dave. Cassell's invalidated his time. Invalidated his time Duncan day pass. So bit of a damp squib then to end this qualifying session. Dr. Truepot's also invalidated as well. Smithy's in the pits there. They're all falling by the wayside here. FIFA's found some time now. I wonder if there's a bit of track evolution out there, but FIFA Beefy down in up into 8th position, I should say. That's not too shabby there, is it? Swanshanks there, and we got I don't know what's happened there, but Swanshanks, and that's an Alfa Romeo. But someone crossed the line there. Marsky, I'm not sure if they count the blows or not, but it looked quite suspicious. Sickersburg also invalidated. So Jay Hinks is on the lap then. So is Kiki as well then. So here we go then. Oh goodness me, someone is showing the size of their exhaust outside my window. Out of the final turn, out of the couple of turns down, and is Jay Hinks, and can he get on pole position? Jay Hinks has not been on pole this season, but that shouldn't matter too much because he's the championship leader, but it's not enough. And these are the limits of the car there by 2 thousandths of a second. Kiki is improved by, wow, he's a second quicker than anyone else on this circuit. Magnificent stuff indeed. Donovan Dunn forgets up to P4, but it's a pole position, and it's a mega lap there from Kiki. Pole position by over a second there from the rest of the field. That is absolutely incredible stuff indeed there for Kiki. That is pole position number 4. Pole position number 4 for Kiki. And I think for his entire career, that is Kiki's 9th pole position in 38 qualifying attempts. And that is incredible stuff from Kiki. But look at the gap. That is a mega lap there from Alpine's driver Kiki, and that is sitting very impressively indeed. Then he's on a lap crawling back into the pits as well. I'm not making it because my team wouldn't let me out of the garage. And stupid game, but game is a joke. Movement is saying my fault. Serious Mushroom was saying there for Serious Mushroom saying as I wonder if Mushroom was parked in a location he shouldn't be parked. I remember that Serious Mushroom also was parked in a dangerous location when we raced around here in F2 last season as well. So I don't sweat. You should have let me out. Still don't know what they're doing. Having a cuppa and a tea and biscuits there for AlphaTauri. Get out, geeky. That's what Slayer is saying. GG. One set of softs used, then I'm surprised with P3 or Rocket Lee is. Well, it shows how wrong I am, doesn't it? Because Rocket Lee is third fast, and I thought he was going to drop that. That would have had him 8th in gold, I believe. Ted Tango saying that's a brilliant lap, but no points for qualifying. I qualified outside the top 10 in 3 races in a row now, but the races have gone up, so hopefully that's the same today. BRB.
BoxBox Hub is an absolute essential for any Formula One fan, and the entire app with new widgets, statistics, localized race schedules, and countdowns, you name it. They even have support for Apple's new live activities feature with real-time updates during a race right on the lock screen, and honestly, some of the best looking widgets I've seen.
Welcome back, everyone, to the Belgian Grand Prix there, and yes, let's get going, shall we? There's a bit of is there a civil war going on down in the AlphaTauri garage there? As it looks like that, I think Mushroom was coming into the garage, and I was wanting to leave the garage. That could have been the problem. To be honest, unfortunately, it's the problem. That's the problem with having quite a small garage space as well, isn't it, here in Belgium, albeit it's not as small as it used to be, as it's after the refurbishment in 2006 then, which To me, that doesn't feel long ago at all, does it? But that's about... Oh, gosh, I'm not even going to think about it. Right, let's go through the grid, shall we? Kaz is on soft tyres. Everyone else is on medium tyres, apart from Styles. Happy 50th Grand Prix to Styles. Also, we have got Winnie on hard, Serious Mushroom on hard as well. This potentially could be Serious Mushroom's last Grand Prix in bronze at ALR. Hopefully it's not then, of course, as he makes his 200th start in a row tomorrow night on Valentine's Day as well. And that's quite fitting as well, as we love Serious Mushroom. But 200 Grand Prix in a row potentially out. We hope not there for Serious Mushroom, but it would be a very sad day indeed. Hard tires for Jay Hinks, who is the championship leader. And Kiki almost is Jay Hinks almost going into the back there. Almost going into the back of Jay Hinks, almost going to the back of Kiki. Everyone else on the hard tyres, medium tyres, to say that. Kiki in 9th pole position of his career. Jay Hinks alongside him on row 1. Jay Hinks is very much an absolute stonker in Grand Prix racing, isn't he? Goodness gracious me. Rocket Lee in 3rd position. And what a performance for Rocket Lee. Once again, in the last 3 or 4 qualifyings for Rocket Lee, he's been so good, so quick in qualifying. Can he get a result here tonight? I hope he can. Dynamo Dan then. We haven't seen the best of Dynamo Dan in 2 seasons, I don't believe. Since he lost the championship in a dramatic style in China back in season 5 of bronze. I think that Dynamo Dan has really lost a bit of his edge then. But tonight he has found something as there with a great 4th position here for Dynamo Dan. We have got Sickers Buck in 5th position. Kasau in 6th, getting some good points last night. Dr. Drew Potts there, one of the 4 drivers fighting for the championship last season. FIFA Beefy in 8th position. Marsky in 9th. I'm sure he won this race last season. 10th position, Duncan David made his debut here a couple of seasons ago, making his 40th Grand Prix start now. Smithy Almighty down in 11th position there for Smithy, but can he recover? Slayer down in 12th position. As we've heard, Slayer has been out of the top 10 in the last 3 races, but can he recover? 13th position is Moomin now. 14th is Swanshank. So we've got Serious Mushroom on the hard tyres in 15th. Winnie in 16th position there. 17th for Vintage with Styles 18th. Scooby Stew in 19th. 20th is Kaz and Brabbit. Impressive pole position for Kiki. Maybe that's a record for the biggest lap in P2 in quali. I think it is certainly this season and potentially in the whole of ALR. Bronze, I'm sure. I don't know, we're waiting for those lights to come on. They're on the lights, and 5 sets of lights are on. We're out, and when are we going here in Spa? It's go, and let's get going then for Spa. Low wheel spin there for Kiki, and he may have lost the lead already. His 1 second advance in qualifying has disappeared in a blink of an eye, and Jay Hinks takes the lead then, but he does have the slipstream going on the Camel Straight. There's a red ball of Duncan Dave off in the background there. He's well off the circuit then as we go through Eau Rouge and Radio for the first time. Then here they go then as they stream across now, and look, here comes Kiki. Maybe that sluggish start is going to help him then as he comes up the top of Lake Holm. He's done it. He retakes the lead. Passes Jay Hinks there. And I wonder, that Aston Martin I thought was going to go steep. And look at this. And we got McLaren sandwiching Slayer now. As Dr. Truepots and Smithy doing a bit of tag team action there. Goodness gracious me. Dr. Truepots down 4 position. A terrible start for the McLaren driver. Decent start from Moomin. Up 4 positions. Down 6 is Duncan Dave. We send him off at the exit of last source there. And down the order there as we fly past the corner with no name there. Both AlphaTauris are actually near the back there. So Moomin's transponder is a bit on the blink that no it isn't. I'm reading that wrong. I think that's a Haas actually of Swanshanks. Goodness gracious me. Have a go in the AIs under the safety car medical reason. Kaz is saying there. So just on board now with Kiki coming through to complete the first time. Rocket Lee has maintained his position. Sickers Muck has got past Dynamo Dan. FIFA Beefy at 2 positions. Kasau down 1 position there. Movement at 4. That movement has been the biggest mover of the grid so far. True Potts has passed teammate Smithy Almighty as we come to the complete lap 1 of this race then. No, I'd tell a lie. It's not moving with the biggest mover. It is Scooby Stew, the biggest mover and the biggest shaker as well. Whoa! But having a bit of a floaty posterior out of the bus stop chicane there, and Scooby Stew's going to have to go defensive. Look at the tyre marks there from the front tube there. Kiki and Jay Hinks there. Both all contact between the two Mercedes these cars there, but they should be okay. There shouldn't be any damage there. Jay Higgs now all over the back there. The key is a go. Oh, Jay Higgs is off the circuit there, and he must have lost. He lost downforce there, going so close to the back of Kiki there. And Jay Higgs, the championship leader, is facing the wrong way. He's down to the back of the field. Luckily, he hasn't hit anything hard there, but that is a nightmare for the championship leader. And Winnie dropping down the order as well there. And Winnie dropping down the order as well, down into 60th, and Mushroom making his way up to 50th. Jay Hings down the back, down the order then. I think he lost downforce there, didn't he? Lost downforce, and as soon as he lost downforce, being so close to the back of Kiki, he just lost it. What problems, and oh, it's True Pots off the circuit in the corner and no name. Oh, he's banged the rear car there, the rear end of the car, and that's not ideal, is it there? And I hope he hadn't damaged there. So, what's that? That's a crawling Haas car, as Stalls there is trying to get past one check here. Goodness gracious me, action's already started, just like we had in Hungary a week ago. That is just absolute anarchy to start this Grand Prix. Wow, incredible. Moomin down the order as well. I wonder if Moomin and True Pots had a blow, had a coming together, made contact, and that has cost both drivers dearly. Look at this train of cars, and 2 Mercedes now to 10th and 11th. Scooby Stew having a good start to the season there. We've got Smithy on watch all over the back of Slayer. Slayer is about a second back there, and look at the gap in front. It's not a minute, it's not 2 laps there. Kiki is set to pass on the race, but Rocket Lee, who is on the medium tires there, will be going shorter in this race. Will have the pace at the moment. DRS has now been enabled. Rocket Lee, more crucially, is actually in the DRS detection zone as we go for a last source there for the third time in this Grand Prix. Then let's flick it back to the front then. Kiki then, who leads the way. And there he is. And as Rocket Lee then has never scored a top 10 finish, has never been on the podium in his career, is now hunted down Kiki. Kiki needs a straightforward race in this one tonight there to get his championship charge back on track. Then Serious Mushroom is going through. Dr. Trupot's got a 3-second penalty. I've just seen Smithy Almighty get past Slayer, moved his way to a finish there. Smithy is, and Smithy, who is the lead McLaren, now the only full-time McLaren driver in this race there, with Brooksy missing this race there. So a golden opportunity then for Kiki to get himself back in the championship. A golden opportunity for Jay Hings there to extend his in the championship, but he's down in the 20th position mode there, and not looking to we'll take a look at the pace later on then, but after that lap then, he is 3 seconds back from Dr. True Pots here, and Dr. True and Jay Hings, I wonder if he damaged it. It did look like he hit the barrier too hard, but however, these cars are quite delicate with the velocity that is going on. Here is Dynamo Dad back on the podium. I don't think Dynamo Dad's been on the podium since season 5, but Sick as Smoke wants something about that to change that now as he's going for a Blanchimont here. We had a cracking overtake here, didn't we? Oh my gosh, Sick as Smoke that got on the outside to the bus stop chicane now. I think Farf had a doozy of an overtake here last night as well by going on the outside, then having the inside. I think it was Farf anyway. Out of the final turn then, and across the line there, Dynamo Dan there, he's got no DRS there for the front there. Oh my goodness gracious me. The mic was better the original way. Sean, it keeps topping up now when you get too loud. Laugh out loud then, or let me adjust it then. This is now back over me yours. Right then, as Kaz on the soft tires there, that is not ideal then, as into last source there. Yeah, Jay Hings is still about right. Oh, Rocket Lee, here he goes, he's going for it, he's having a look. No, but Sick as Muck is through and in third position there, past the Dynamo. Look at helmet there. I haven't spoken about helmets too much this year, have I? I think that I need to adjust my onboard camera angle, don't I, really? Because I don't see drivers' helmets, which is an absolute travesty. And that's the only reason why I do this shtick. I do love watching drivers' helmets, and as we just got, goodness me, as we just got a couple of battle. I keep thinking there's the 2 Haas cars, isn't it? Goodness me, I need to get my eyes tested as well. However, then hopefully the race will calm down ever so slightly now. But Rocket Lee, then, of course, as I mentioned, he's a full season here this season. He made his debut, didn't he, back in the first race in Silverstone. And since then, Rocket Lee has gone from strength to strength in here. In this one, as qualifying's been superb. Race trim, he hasn't had nothing to write him about just yet, then, albeit he has got a point, hasn't he? A few races ago, but now Rocket Lee is putting pressure on Kiki. Kiki is on the hard tire, so Kiki does not need to panic. Kasa Cassell is mighty. My gosh, and boys off the circuit there. FIFA Beefy down into 6th position. It's going to have a look. No, not quite that. That is about DRS there for Cassell. Cassell, a traditionalist as the other Red Bull also favouring the non-DRS overtake into the bus stop chicane as well. Great overtake now. I love how fantastic 17th there as they come across the line once again. Smithfield Mighty is now all over the back of Barsky. There's Smithfield Mighty who has put his qualifying woes behind him. And as Duncan Dave has got past both Mercedes there, almost in the same piece of track. Fantastic. And the gap in the front there is less than a tenth of a second now because there it comes. Here's the Ferrari and he takes the lead. Rocket League. And I'm sure that this is first ever time he's leading a Grand Prix is Rocket League. Fantastic. Smithfield Mighty's got past Marsky up in 2-7 position. There he goes. And Smithfield Mighty driving a superb race. Scooby Stew. We got 2 by 2 there because that's also Sarah Spurgeon there up into 11th position. No, 12th position there for Sarah Spurgeon there. Duncan Davis all over the gearbox. And I'm saying Duncan Dave probably would want to have got past Scooby Stew. And that's it. Oh, that's contact there for Duncan Davis. He is trying to send it on the inside there. Sirius Busham might be thinking about he might have to back off here so sorry because it's getting a bit fraught in the battle for 10th and 11th position at the moment there. Scooby Stew off the circuit. Did someone go around there? I thought someone went around there, going down into Puyong as well. Scooby Stew, a couple of seconds. Was that a penalty there for Scooby Stew? And through goes Duncan Dave. And great manoeuvre there for Duncan Dave. Great trust in his colleague there, his fellow Formula 1 colleague. Magnificent. Yellow flag. Winnie! Oh, Winnie! That's a car. It's strewn across the circuit. That's a safety car. Sure. No, it isn't. Unfortunately, a safety car. They might be able to get that car out of the way, but Winnie's difficult start to the season continues. And the car's been moved quite quickly, and that's impressive stuff from the marshals there. But Winnie out of this race there. Disappointing there for Winnie. And that is such a shame. Jay Hings all over the back of Kaz. But Kaz there, these soft tyres there, not helping him out too much there. As into the pits comes Movement now. Movement into the pits then. So now Kiki all over the back of the Ferrari once again. Here he comes and over the brow of the hill. I thought it was a safety car. It's not a safety car. I just assumed it'd be a safety car because there's a car strewn across the circuit there, but the marshal done a superb job of getting the car off the circuit there. Rocket Lee has lost the lead then, but I think if he enjoyed that sickest mug, has now got the attention here. Serious Russia now into 11th position has got the attention of Dynamo Dan with Cassell, FIFA, Smithfield Mighty is about a second back, but he is homing in on the FIFA beef in the Aston Martin and Marvski as well. Slayer about 5 seconds back in one there. Movement is very unhappy Alpha Tire drive. Race ruined again there for Movement, and Movement's going to have to fight their way back through the field now. I think the safety car is the only way for Movement to get back into this one, unfortunately. Wow, my word there. So I would say let's hope for a bit of a calm now. Dynamo Dan is struggling. He's lost quite a bit of time now. I'm sure that's about 0.8 of a second to a second that he's lost in the middle sector. Scooby Stew has 2 penalties on 2 laps now for Scooby Stew. That is not ideal at all then. Potentially that's going to come back to haunt him then. That's going to come back to haunt him now then as we now go to the bus stop chicane now. And so we've got Cassell then right behind Dynamo Dan. Then he is the meat in that half sandwich there across the grid hatch. And look at this queue of cars here. It potentially could be a processional race with DRS trains and all that kind of stuff, but it certainly hasn't been so far as the back of the field starts to spread out. Jay Hings is about 3 seconds behind Mr. 50 tonight. Henry Styles in the Alpine car, and Styles there, of course, only one of about 5 drivers there who is on the hard compound tyres. Over the brow of the hill there, and Kiki has lost the lead as Rocket Lee has retaken the lead. Kiki, I don't think it's going to be too concerned at the moment. I love the helmet flag, by the way. Kiki is not going to be too concerned, no, is he? Because, of course, Rocket Lee will be coming to the pits, throwing on the hard tyres, and then Kiki will be going longer in this race, along with Mushroom, Styles, and Hings, who would have been in that battle. But unfortunately, down to the back of the field. Scooby Stew dropping down behind his teammate. Then Vintage is now into 12th position now for Vintage. Good manoeuvre. But goodness me, Scooby Stew all over the gearbox of vintage. So Scooby Stu there is not keen to give that position up without a fight, is he? For Scooby Stu going through the corner of own aim. Scooby Stu absolutely really pushing the Mercedes car to the absolute limit there. On board now with Scooby Stu then, as Vintage is just darting off into the distance there. Mercedes potentially could have some good points here tonight. Then yeah, we've lost our retirement winning out of the race there, unfortunately. But I think at the moment, lap 7 out of 22, the race is settling down at the moment. Rocket Lee and Kiki still fighting for position there. It's going to be a standard one stop around here, I believe, Fed, coming into the pit. Well, I'm surprised Kaz is still out there. Dodge Trupod's got past Scooby Stu as well here. Scooby Stu is touring. What's happened to Scooby Stu? The car seems to be all in one piece there, but Scooby Stu, there's a problem with that Mercedes there because he's lost a second on that back straight alone there. Disappointment there for Scooby Stu. Hopefully he can dust himself down and get going again there. Out of last source said that once again, the Singer's Monk is found about 4/10 of a second, I believe, if I'm not very much mistaken, which Barry Walker was one of Barry Walker's classic lines there, but I don't think that, I think the Singer's Monk did, as now Kiki retakes the lead then, as at the Kemmel Straight then. I gotta be honest, I don't sound that excited because these two have been swapping positions, haven't they? It is very much a strategical race. Remember what happened last night there with Glocks there, who sat in second position there for quite a number of laps there before taking the lead on the far lap. That's potentially what could happen here tonight there. Casal, who is in 5th position. A good result again for Casal last month. And can he get another one here? Dynamo Dan and Sickers Mountain is leading this queue of cars at the moment. Moving the gap down to 11 seconds there. Kaz is at soft tires, looks to have had his day down in 18th position, that second Alfa Romeo. A bit of a difficult race for Kaz at the moment. But it's never over till it's over in this one. Jay Hinks has now forgot within 2 seconds. Slayer! Oh, goodness me, a Puyong there. And Slayer, that's damage to the Ferrari there. And Slayer's going to recover now. There's debris on the inside of Puyong. But that's the Spanish player, Puyong. But hopefully that debris will be cleared then. But that is not ideal at all for Slayer. We don't see many cars spin there these days, do we? You used to see it quite a lot before the ground effect days and around F1 2021 and before, but Slayer unfortunately has hit the barrier on the inside there and going to have to go to the pits there and from the medium tyres there. That is a lot of time that Slayer has lost there. Kiki has had an incredible lap there, hasn't he? Goodness me, he's got a gap to Rocket Lee to about a second. Sickers Muck has got the gap to under 2 seconds in the background. There he is on the Haas car. Is Sickers Muck there? Good points is on the board potentially. Jay Hinks currently down in 16th position there, under a second now from Styles. Is Hinks into the pits comes Sarah then for the Ferrari team then, as unfortunately Ferrari seems to have one car in the points, the other car having trouble then, or vice versa. Well, tonight the moment Rocket Lee is certainly flying the flag for the Scuderia there as Donovan Dunn is lost out as Casal's been shaping up that manoeuvre now for the past lap or two, has got through and is now in 5th position, is now in 4th position. Casal is looking strong now, is Casal. Intermediate tyres for Kaz then, as usually that's the AlphaTauri's trick, isn't it, to be honest, having wet tyres on a dry track, if I remember, Germany 2019 I think it was, or 18, but Alfa Romeo are trying to do that trick tonight. I don't believe that there's rain afoot then, but unless Kaz is weather forecaster or mechanic believes that there is some rain afoot, I think those intermediate tyres are going to be probably cooked before he completes the lap then. So unfortunately Kaz then, bad race just going from bad to worse in the Alfa Romeo garage then, which is unfortunate. Teammate Morski in 8th position for them. Casal currently within a second then. There is Sickers and the top two have raced away here on this lap there. Gap back up to 2.5 seconds down. So a half a second these drivers have lost here. Rain on the way, Knowlesy is saying. Goodness gracious me, where has that information come from? I thought that it was going to stay dry in all this race. Who told me it was going to be dry? Shocking behaviour indeed. Or did I read the comment wrong? Probably more likely I read the comment wrong. So maybe Kaz is maybe Kaz might be playing a strategical masterclass here, and I've sold him short, which I absolutely apologise profusely. But the rain is not here yet. But it has to absolutely bucket down for the Alfa Romeo driver to really reap the rewards then. So rain is on the way now, and I do not disagree with that whatsoever, because look at how moody it's gone over yonder. Up into fifth position, third position goes Casal, and Casal is very much cooking at this stage of proceedings. So they call him Gordon Ramsay. He's on an absolute flyer at the moment. Casal has got yellow flag. No, that's Hings. Hings off the circuit. Good gracious me, the championship leader is having an absolute mare with Brooksy not here. Jay Hings has made very unusually 2 mistakes in the matter of 2 laps, two mistakes in the opening stage of this. Casal's got a 3-second penalty as well in the opening stage, and goodness me, Jay Hings, that potentially he's not going to score any points at this rate then, and but let's see how this one transpires, and I'm counting me chickens before they hatch there. If I had a thought. Scooby Stew currently got penalties. We've got quite a lot of penalties out there, which is very unusual this season. This season has been very good penalty-wise, hasn't there? With lack of penalties in the old field. I was going to say class. Rain! There's rain on the monocoque of Dynamo Dan. Goodness gracious me! So, Carlsen, who's gone on intermediate tyres now, but I think that the intermediate tyres, it has to bucket down now for Cars to get any advantage then, and even then it is going to, it needs to be a deluge like Malaysia 2009, really, doesn't it? But then again, that terrain also took forever to come as well back then, didn't it? Goodness me. We was looking at that big black cloud in Kuala Lumpur in 2030 for such a long period of time. Swan Shanks into the pits there. Is he reacting to the rain then? It's if you need to go in the pits now, it's going to be quite difficult, isn't it, to really reap the rewards here. And Dynamo down there is through and up into 4th position. Sick as Muck is dropping down. I wonder if Sick as Muck's tyres are past their best here. So Kiki is really starting to extend his advantage now. Into the pits comes Jay Hings there, as Jay Hings got damage out to his front nose cone. Intermediate tyres for Swan Shanks then. What about Jay Hings, the championship leader? As it stands at the moment, then he will still lead the championship because Brooks is not in here tonight, then, which is a crucial part of the story, which is being told here. And however, and Jay Hings also on the intermediate tyres as well. Simply too early. Let's see how this one transpires. 3.3 seconds then. So I do think that Kiki's tyres are in much better nick than what Rocket Lee's is at the moment. And anyone else on the medium tyres as well. So the likes of Serious Mushroom, Hungry Stars might be starting to grin from ear to ear here. Moomin might be able to get himself back, themselves back into the race as well, along with Styles as well, also on the hard tyres. So those drivers then who had issues earlier on this race, and so maybe Moomin might be able to get themselves back into this one now, especially the medium tyre starting to fall off. But Sick as Muck then is really put his toe down on this lap, hasn't he? Because he's now starting to really put Diamond down under pressure. That's like, I thought he was going for a lunge there. And to be fair, is that McLaren and Smithy? Rocket Lee's in the pits. Rocket Lee is in the pits there. Remember Rocket Lee then, who's been so quick there, but the strategical calls for the Ferrari have sometimes is Sick as Muck going into turn last source there, and he's lost out to Smithy Almighty here. Remember that Rocket Lee has had issues with strategical calls over the past couple of races or so. As they fly past me, Swan Shanks got a 3-second penalty. If we remember back to last season, the crossover wasn't his instincts nowadays. Instinct nowadays. It certainly isn't. Remember what happened in Hungary as well, where we was all kerfuffled. I said it was Rocket Lee's got a 3-second penalty on his outlap then, but Rocket Lee in the pits. I feel that Rocket Lee possibly should have stayed out a bit longer, but it is getting greasy out there. We're just taking a look at the times there and who's doing what on the intermediate tyres. None of the intermediate tyres are really flashing up on the left-hand side, are they? Scooby Stew has dropped down to 13th position now. As the hard shot Styles is now starting to really do some magic in that Alpine car. We're back on board with Sick as Muck and Smithy Almighty at the moment. Driver of the day performance there on lap 12 there, but hopefully I haven't given him the dreaded commentator's curse there. Casal currently second among them. Kiki has got a 6-second advantage there. Kiki has this is a golden opportunity for Kiki to get himself back in the championship after the great start to this season. The 3 races have been pretty poor, and then he got a very good 4th position last time out in Hungary there. So Kiki started to come back into this championship fight. potentially. Jay Hings 15 seconds behind Swan Shanks, and then Kaz is not also going quick either on those intermediate tyres. Rocket Lee is about 2 seconds away from Vintage there, but the gap is starting to drop there between Rocket Lee and Vintage. We'll see how that one transpires. No one is coming to the pits this time around. Then Kiki leads the way with second Casal, third Dynamo Dan, fourth is Smithy, with fifth is Sickles Mark, Marsky in sixth position, FIFA in seventh. That is the top 7 here, all within DRS range, apart from Casal, who has run and hide in this race, or hid in this race. No, it's Kiki is running hid in this race, with Casal there just about peeping over the top at the moment. Then we got Duncan Dave 7 seconds back in 8th position. 9th is Serious Mushroom on the hard tyres, and Serious Mushroom might be quick. It's starting to become quicker now. Vintage in 10th position as well. Rocket Lee is not gaining any time on those old intermediate tyres, on new intermediate tyres. 12th is Styles, 13th is Dr. True Potts, with Moomin in 14th, Scuba Stew on the intermediate tyres in 16th position. Sarah is now in 15th there. I think the drivers that made, it's Smoothie Almighty, always going to the back of Donovan Dunn there, and of course, I think didn't Farfa, of course, also went to the back of Mr. Elite, from what I've heard in the Silver chat as well, which is shocking stuff indeed, as an Alpha Park. I don't actually know if that's true or not, to be honest, because I was half asleep whilst watching Silver last night. I was quite a puckered out young pup there. Kiki 6 seconds in front of Casal. Dynamo Dan in third position there. That's the podium place in the moment. Siggers Mike is looking very interested in the rear of the Smithy Almighty. Who wouldn't be interested in Smithy Almighty's rear? But certainly Siggers Mike is very much on course to really go for an overtake here up into the bus stop chicane. Oh my gosh! Oh my word! And that is King. Oh my word! That's me! I have screamed in my ear. I have really completely deafened me and you guys at home probably. Smith as sick as Mark. That is, my goodness me, I don't really know how to describe that apart from, that's cojones, incredible stuff there from Smithy or my, so from Sick as Muck. I was so excited, I got their names completely mixed up. Wow, and Sick as Muck there, of course, flexing, could do an incredible overtake through Blanchimont, and it's now coming to the pits. So he did need to do that overtake at all, did he? Siggers Monk has gone on to soft tyres, as has Marsky here, with just 8 laps to go. Is the rain not going to be hard enough here? And look at where Rocket Lee has come out in. Rocket Lee is behind Marsky and Siggers Monk. That's how much time that Rocket Lee has lost here. Going on the intermediate tyres, Rocket Lee was currently in second position up and where he came into the pits. Red light is mandatory on Rocket Lee now because, of course, he's got the intermediate tyres on, the wet tyres on. He is not harvesting, Rocket Lee is not harvesting all the way down this straight then. That is just because he's on the intermediate tyres and someone's exhaust is once again flexing outside my window. Someone needs to go to the garage. So Kiki leads the way, Casal second, Dynamo Dan in third, and then Dynamo Dan is going to be keeping it on. Smithy Almighty with FIFA fourth and fifth position. Serious Mushroom has now made his way up into 6th position there on those hard tyres. The hard tyre choice is certainly the way to go. Stars is outside the points in 11th position. That's the other driver on the hard tyres. Sick as much there on soft tyres. My goodness gracious me then, and that might be a corner cut there for Sick as much. He's right off the circuit and comes back on now. Yellow flag and True Pots, the corner with no name, and that's a safety car. And Dr. True Pots out of the race there. Now then, what is this going to do then? As he's gone right into the corner, no name on the Jackie X turn. Kaz has come into the pits, thrown on a set of medium tyres. And Kiki, the race leaders in the pits now. Altag, let's go Mushroom there. So what is the race leader going to do? This is difficult times there. You have to be on the right tyre, It's intermediate tyres for the race leader. On the intermediates goes Kiki. Is it time for the intermediate tyres? And what is that then? That is soft tyres for Castle. I love this race. This is fantastic. Dynamo Dan, I don't think the drivers do. Dynamo Dan into the pits. Well, what time? This is going to be a lottery. Kiki got on the intermediate tyres. The golden rule in Formula 1. Be on the right tyres at the right time. Soft tyres for Casal, Dynamo Dan, Smithy, Sick as Muck, who's gone back up in the third position there, but Dynamo Dan might be out in front of him, and Smithy. He's going to have to give that position back there for Sick as Muck there. Yeah, he's in fourth position there, Smithy in fifth there, Marsky 6, FIFA 7. Oh, Serious Mushroom on the intermediate tyres as well there. So I don't think it's wet enough out there yet. Then we got Vintage on softs as well. Good for Rocket Lee's gone back to mediums now, Rocket Lee has said. So Rocket Lee has gave up with the has given up then with the intermediate tires. And Duncan Dave in 13th finished there. Scooby Stew in 14th sticking with the intermediate tires. Has anyone else come into the pits and it's gone from Inters back on the soft set? As Haas Mechanics are ready for the Swan Shanks at the helmet. Out of the pits now comes that Swan Shanks going on to soft tires. At Jay Hings back into the pits, medium tires. Can Jay Hings recover from here? I think that Jay Hings potentially has the chance to get some points in this race still, especially in the safety car on lap 15. Safety car, the field is spread out as we've got cars going across the line now, and Kiki is basically where we were facing where Kaz was. He's all the way down the hill, Kaz is in the Alfa Romeo. So I think there's going to be 2 laps beyond the safety car before we get back going then. So about lap 17. Lap 17 then we'll be going in. Oh, we've got Driver Dave Pole out as well. Then said, well, it's Rocket League, Casal, Smithy, and Marsky. I would say refrain from voting for the minute because, of course, this race I think is going to go through a lot more trials and tribulations, then, isn't it? So Bert Monlander is out here tonight. Is out in the safety car, winning out of the race, along with Dr. Trupot's. I'm not sure Trupot's got a helping hand, or if just pressuring those intermediate tires a bit too hard. Then only 3 drivers on the intermediate tires, but crucially, two of them are in the top 10, and more crucially, the 3 of them are in the top 13. Scooby Stew staying on the intermediate tires. Serious Mushroom 8th position on the intermediate tires, and Kiki on the inters as well. To be honest, unfortunately for Kiki, Serious Mushroom, Scooby Stew, whatever you did, you would feel it's going to be the wrong call, isn't there? Because Kiki would have lost a lot of time then if he came in and went on a wrong tire lane. Because I'm sure that if I was anyone else, I would have done the opposite to Kiki anyway, unless it was clear and cut. Into the pits now comes Scooby Stew. How long is this? Is this rain going to come down in flurries now? Then that is what the race leader Kiki, and that's what Kiki needs to happen now. Kiki's had a very unlucky part of the opening season of this championship there, hasn't he, for Kiki? So maybe he needs a bit of luck here tonight. Out of the pits now comes Scooby Stew. He's going to lose out to Jay Hings, the championship leader, all the way down in 16th. But Jay Hings has been given a reprieve. New intermediate tires for Scooby Stew, unbeknownst to me whilst I was waffling away. So Scooby Stew is staying with the intermediate tires. This could be a gamble of a lifetime. Now, this could be a bold gamble that can turn into some incredible points for Scooby Stew and Serious Mushroom and Kiki as well. Then, so at the moment, Kiki currently leads the race. I love the over shoulder shot here. It's absolutely fantastic. Lap 16 out of 22 here in this one, and at this moment in time, then it is certainly going to be. I don't think it's wet enough. Neither movement is saying now for the intermediate tires. I'm glad the one driver agrees with me because it's usually 4th and I'm completely wrong. It's only light rain at the moment, isn't there? This rain, I don't think it's going to make the track too wet out there. It needs to be a deluge. It needs to be a deluge, doesn't it, for intermediate runners to really get the rewards here. And soft runners behind Kiki, they're going to be all over him on bad suits here, Kiki. Can Casal get his first Grand Prix win of his bronze career? Dynamite Dan has had 4 wins of his career in bronze so far. Can he get another? Can he get a 5th one for the first time in well over a season and a bit? Sick as Mug has never had a Grand Prix win. Norris Smith, the almighty Marsky's had 2, and then he won here last season. FIFA Beefy's never had a win in any category that he's raced in ALR. Can he get one tonight then? Serious Mushroom. Can Serious Mushroom add to his Grand Prix win that he had in Silver all those many moons ago then for Serious Mushroom there? Has Serious Mushroom gone on to the intermediate tires, the right tires? It still looks too dry at the moment for me. Kiki is now the de facto safety car. What about Vintage and Rocket League? Rocket League has gone from inters back to the medium tires for the end of this race. I'm definitely not wet enough, unlike my panties. And also saying, good heavens above. And I'm also quite saturated as well. But that's because I'm sweaty. I'm a sweaty Betty. It's not Gran Turismo where it keeps heaps down on this track. Then movement is saying that. So it looks like then that maybe the weather is going to stay steady, and it might be the dry tires reaping the rewards. And 6 drivers with penalties there. Rocket Lee and Casal, the 2 drivers, and going to get hurt by that. And let's get going then. Intermediate then for Kiki, for Serious Mushroom, and for Scooby Stew. Let's go. And for lap 17 and out of 22, that is anyone's ball game now. Kiki, who was first very much sitting pretty at the top of the standings there. All of a sudden, that safety car has come out then, potentially usually a good time in this race then, but with the rain coming down then, it could cost him here. Look at Casal, he's all over the gearbox then, and if the rain gets harder, Casal needs to get past Kiki ASAP here. If he needs to change onto the intermediate tires, Sigismund's got a penalty there, and now Casal leads the Belgian Grand Prix then without DRS. He takes the lead. Casal does that. What about Kiki? I'm going to look there. Not quite there as they go to the top of the hill. Scooby Shoo's got a 3-second penalty as well. What about Rocket Leader getting through there? Kiki has lost out. Kiki's lost out. He's struggling. Kiki is the Grand Prix leader in this too. And then Sirius Mushroom is also fighting with Rocket Lee as well. Rocket Lee has passed Sirius Mushroom. Kiki is struggling. Look, the intermediate tires have got no grip there. Donovan Dan is through and currently winning this race. And if we go on to count back here, if it wasn't ready yet, Kiki needs to stop weaving on the straights there for Ted Tango saying, and Kiki is going to be absolutely gutted at the moment. Let's see, it's still the checkered flag is not fallen yet. That is still anyone's ball game in this Belgian Grand Prix. Look, they're all just scampering off down the distance now. Gap is 1.5 seconds. Sigismund having a look there. Sigismund will have a run into the bus stop chicane. The track is just not getting wetter at the moment there for Kiki, for Sirius Mushroom as well. But at the moment, no, it is still the destiny could still be in their hands, and anything can happen still in this Grand Prix. They need to start to pray to the rain gods now to get some moisture on this circuit. At the inside goes Sigismund there. He's got so much more braking. There's a bit of contact there. Kiki at the inside spins. Oh dear, spins Sigismund there. That could be a penalty coming that Kiki's way there. It's falling apart there. Is that damage though? I think it's just a car shadow there. FIFA Beefy having a look there on the inside. No dice mode there. No DRS just yet. Even a DRS is still enabled because the track is not wet just yet then. As Ted Tango saying that it's just making the intermediate tires too hot then if you keep weaving. And the intermediate, that's a very good point then, because the more time that he takes out those intermediate tires, the more they're going to be quite useful. Then here comes Smith from White going for another podium here. Marski loves this circuit, doesn't he? He's always doing well on this circuit. But look at this. And Smith from White is through. Kiki, contact there. Who is that? That's Sigismund on the outside. Rocket Lee's off the circuit, and that's going to be a penalty for Rocket Lee. And more contact there. And now Sigismund there. I think Sigismund was furious with what happened there at the bus stop chicane. Sigismund out of the Grand Prix, and that's another safety car here. Now then, what is that going to do? Sigismund is going to be livid, I think, with that one, isn't he? Unfortunately, contact with himself and Kiki at the bus stop chicane there, and then of course, I think there's a bit of frustration there, which also unfortunately cost Rocket Lee as well. Oh dear, that's not ideal at all. Then, as Moomin has said to his teammate to said to his colleague in the said to the colleague in the AlphaTauri, get on those soft tires there. So safety car is out once again. Safety car is out once again. Sigismund has made his feelings abundantly clear in the Discord then. Not happy at all as Sigismund there. I kind of do feel sorry for Sigismund there because I think that the spin in the bus stop chicane was a bit disappointing, but oh dear. So what is the intermediate runners going to do then? They're going to stay out there. Safety car is out running to it's just parked at the by the support paddock then. It's Kiki in the pits now. Kiki, the race leader, he had this under control, and it's just gone a bit wayward now for Kiki, where Jay Hings made his way very quietly up into 10th position then on medium tires. And Jay Hings has stayed out there into the pits now. Alpine Mechanics going to work for Kiki. Goodness gracious me. Casal is going to be fuming. He had the gap, Irvine has said then. Yes, Casal just raced away. Got it absolutely nailed then. Into the pits comes Sirius Mushroom. Rocket Lee in the pits as well. Rocket Lee has stayed on intermediate tires there. Goodness me, everyone else who has pitted did go back onto the dry tires in this one. Lap 19 there. Rain is getting harder out there. The rain is getting harder, but it's still too dry up there. If the rain gets hard now, you know the driver who still on the intermediate tires is Scooby Stew and Rocket Lee. But yes, I agree, Irvine there. By the way, Irvine's name is green. That's because Irvine is what do I call a subscriber? Irvine has joined the YouTube paddock there, which is great stuff indeed. Of course, and that's why he's got a hyper soft tire, I believe that is. I've got to get my eyes sorted on that. So very good 17, of course. Also, quick mention about our lovely sponsors. Well, of course, BoxBox is powering the stream as well. Good stuff indeed there. Make sure you got your BoxBox app ready for the pre-season testing, which starts on the 23rd or 24th, or is it 25th? But it's in Bahrain. It's coming up in a couple weeks' time now as well. And of course, if you also want to look trendy for the summer, I suggest you get an ALR vest top then, which I'm certainly going to get one as well. I'm going to look like John McClane. Right, so we'll go back. We ain't going racing just yet. Same cars coming out. But let's take stock then, shall we? Because we're on lap 19. Casal leads the way. Never won a race. Dynamo Dan has won 4 races in his career. Can he win a 5th tonight? Smithfield Mighty is surely in the box seats as well in 3rd. Marski, of course, he loves this circuit in 4th. 5th FIFA, 6th Vintage, 7th Duncan Dave, movement up to 8th. Hings in at 9th position now. 3-second penalty for Hings, that could be costly. Slayer in 10th position now. 11th is Styles, 12th is Swanshanks with Skibby Stew. Kaz in the 3rd, 12th, 13th and 14th. Kiki, the former race leader, down in 15th with Sirius Mushroom 16th. Rocket Lee on the intermediate tires. Rain is getting heavier now, but it's still not enough, Ben. It's still not enough, I don't think. Safety car is staying out then at the moment. So there are the penalty situations. Scooby Stew, 9 seconds of penalties. 6 seconds for Rocket Lee then. To be honest, that last penalty there, Rocket Lee then might be able to get away with that if he throws in an instant request and just shows about his corner cuts. Because I think he was forced off the road there. However, but of course, I'm sure that Fark would be delighted with that request as well. But 3 seconds for Kaz, 3 seconds for Swanshank, 3 seconds for Hink, and 3 seconds for the race leader of Casal as well. And yes, everyone's completely right there. If Casal had the gap, didn't he? Unfortunately for Casal, the safety car has been quite brutal. Track is not, it's damp, it's greasy. I think, look, there you can see the spots now. You might not be able to see it because depending on the quality of the stream. But you can see that there's spots now on the top of the tarmac there. That is usually the time where we start to think about intermediate tyres. My goodness me. And maybe the dry tyres are not the way to go. Let's find out there. We have only got 2 more laps to go in this race. The race should be getting going at the end of this one there. What can Scooby Stew and Rocket Lee do from their position? So they got a lot of overtaking to do. This track is it's the reason overtaking Formula 1, is it? But it's a lot easier than most tracks there. But let's see how this one transpires there. New softs there for Kiki and Mushroom there. So they'll be quicker than the Hiccup as well. Medium tyres for Hings and Kaz. They may struggle there to warm those tyres up then. A 2-lap shootout. Intermediate, a bad decision there. I was going to say 10 Hag then. A bad decision there. Camera, there will be some crashes now then. It's gonna be, it's just gonna be brave out now. It is, isn't there? But I think the crossover's come too late. Yes, you have to be out there on the right tire at the right time. No point coming to the pits now. You just lose too much time, won't you? Rocket Lee and Scooby Stew have elected to stay on the intermediate tires there. I still think the dry tires are the quicker tire there. We haven't got any spray at the moment. The slick tires, especially the softs, should generate enough temperature to get these cars through to the end of the race there. But no, going on to it just now, Ted Tango's saying that, no, you've made your bed, you've now got to lie in it, haven't you? As the old saying goes that, and I cannot wait to lie in my bed. Goodness gracious, I'm getting old, you see. Bronze really getting the Farf curse the last couple of weeks. Knowles here saying, yeah, I don't know what it is with Farf. Maybe because he lives up north, isn't he, in the UK, and they get a lot of rain potentially. So I think that Farf just generates the rain, doesn't he? Into Formula 1. But I love it personally. A bit of rain in the bronze races always makes it exciting, doesn't it? Drivers, but like Hungary and this race, it has been so difficult to make the right decision. I would not like to be any of the 17 heroes out there now back racing then. 2 laps to go. Casal needs to find 3 seconds over Dynamo Dan. That's easier said than done. I'd say that's almost impossible. We're going racing then. 21, 22. Those are the 2 more laps to go then around this 7-kilometer long circuit then. And Casal has had a great start then into last source. No DRS now. It's going to be all about the grunts. It's going to be all about your energy recovery systems in these cars then. And who is that going side by side? That's Duncan Dave Paz Vintage already. Vintage there might have been caught napping there. there. Potentially as Duncan Dave using his 40 Grand Prix experience. Jay Hings are off the circuit and once again just struggling. And look at how and here comes Slayer. And Slayer is down to 9th finish there. Jay Hings has got penalties, so it's going to be difficult. Kiki making his way up to 14th finish there. Scooby Stew. And we got a lot of overtake. Goodness gracious me. Here comes Serious Wrestler on the inside of Kiki. A bit of a banging wheels there, but he's through nonetheless. And Scooby Stew and Kaz has got off the circuit almost into the wall. And Rocket League down in 16th position as well. And Rocket League is going to be feeling a bit of grief there, possibly like Kiki. The two early pace setters there, right at the back of the field at the moment. Back in the front, second and a half already. Goodness gracious me. And that is incredible for Casal. He wants his Grand Prix win, doesn't he? Casal does. Incredible Smith Almighty, but Smith Almighty wants his Grand Prix win. So does Dynamo Dan as well. Dynamo Dan is a return to form for the former championship leader in bronze, and he was leading the championship for 80% of season 5, wasn't it? Before all went to Peak Tong in China in the final couple of races, and Scooby Steve's dropped all the way down to the back of the field. Then as Dynamo Dan, then the gap is 2 seconds. He's got to try and stay in that ship as much as possible because Casal is absolutely raced off into the distance, coming through Blanchimont. Then Swan Shanks has dropped down 2 positions. Serious Russians past Kiki and up to the 12th position on those fresh soft tires. And 1 lap to go in this one here. Casal coming across the line, and the 2 gap is 1.7 seconds as Dynamo Dan has actually reeled in. Can Smith Almighty get his first Grand Prix win? Goodness gracious me, can Dynamo Dan win for the first time in a season and a half? And I'm on the edge of my seat there. This is incredible stuff indeed. Wow, and what a way to spend your Tuesday evening, or pancake day as well. Oh my goodness gracious me! And this is certainly of a feast, hasn't it? A fiesta here. Here comes Smithy Almighty. Smithy Almighty has got he's using up all his battery. He's going for it. There's no DRS, and he's having a look at the top of lane. Come. He's braved up the outside and he's going for it. Dynamo Dan, there's contact. Dynamo Dan's in the wall and he's going to be furious. And this is for the race lead. And this could end in the steward's room there. Oh my golly gosh then. And Smithfield Mighty leads, but has he got damage in of himself as well? Casal is about half a second away from winning this race. Morsky, who's won this race last season, could win this race again with FIFA Beefy in 4th. Duncan Dave in 5th. Moomin up in his 6th. Vintage Hing Slayer, Mushroom Kiki just outside the points as well. Oh my golly gosh said, this is going to be very interesting indeed then. Casal, 2.5 seconds up the road from Smithy Almighty, currently second at the moment. I think the talking point is going to be the, goodness me, and what's happened there, there's yellow flags for stars, I think it is. Here comes Casal, and I think second position's on the cards, that is then, but I don't think the win is. However, this might be one in the stewards room, potentially then with a very controversial incident there at the top of lane. Vince just dropped down the order. We've got incidents coming out of Paul Frere. Casal into the bus stop chicane for the 22nd and final time. Exits the final chicane and wins the Belgian Grand Prix. Or does he? Because it's Smithy Almighty wins the Belgian Grand Prix by 0.6 of a second. There's Smithy's first Grand Prix win of his career in the McLaren Mercedes. Wow. Incredible stuff. What an incredible win from Smithy. From, well, I don't even know, where did it start? I think it was at 11th position was who Smith was, but he's won this race. Rocket Lee out of the, I think Rocket Lee's going to be very frustrated with that. Kiki only gains 2 points on Jay Hings. Jay Hings extends his in the championship by 2 points, and it's up to 4 points now, but that is not a good day in the office for any of the championship challengers there. Casal second, Marsky in 3rd position there. That is your podium sitters. Tantango, he just held that around the outside, more than enough space given, but more than enough space given by Smithy. Tantango is saying there. So is that, do you think that might be a Dynamo Dan understeering? And then we'll find out now, but that is going to be heartbreak, isn't it, for one of those two drivers there? Well, it's already heartbreak for Dynamo Dan, unfortunately. Smithy, we'll be happy to take 6th position there. Well, turned on a different performance there. Point or two though for Serious Rush was saying there. Um, so it's a bit of a tough ode at the time there. So at the moment, Cassell Smithy currently voting for draw of the day. Then desperate moves at the end there. No points. Have to bounce back first. Pointless race. Says Slayer as well. Then so yes, it was getting very fraught at the end there. Let's take a final classification from the Belgian Grand Prix, and it has served up an absolute incredible race, hasn't it? Super Almighty's also got fast up as well from Great Race Bronze. Knows you say that he's also put £2 in the bank account as well. But let's take a final classification. Smith and Marty from 11th on the grid to win the Belgian Grand Prix, taken after Michael Schumacher, albeit Schumacher was in 16th. But Smithy, that's a very good race nonetheless. And Cassell in second, 6 tenths of a second away. Marsky in third, he loves this race. Fourth is FIFA, Duncan Day fifth, moving in sixth, Sirius Russian seventh, Kiki eighth, Jay Hings ninth, Vintage in 10th position. That is the point score. Slayer 11th position, Swanshanks 12th, Cars 13th, Dynamo Dan in 14th, Scooby Shoe 15th, Stars in 16th, and I think Rocket League did finish the race there. Three retirements of Siggers Mug, Dr. True Potts, and Winnie retired from the Belgian Grand Prix then. And Smithy, that is your first Grand Prix win of your career, and you come from 11th on the grid as well, and you've got fastest lap there. I would say that is a job well done, my good sir.
Yeah, that was definitely an enjoyable race. I'm not gonna get too ahead of myself yet until I've seen what happens in regards to the outcome with Dan, because I'm not quite sure what really happened there. I thought it had the space, but obviously I'm gonna have to look back at it and see what happened.
We'll come back to that incident in a minute then, but before we do so, let's talk about your race as a whole though, because goodness gracious me, you actually took off like a scolded cat in the opening stages there. You was coming through the field quite nicely indeed then, taking position there. Going through your mind then about halfway through the race and about where the first safety car is coming out, where are you aiming for? Because you seem to have the legs over the rest of the field at that point.
But yeah, to me, I think at that point I was just trying to get to towards the podium. I think that was kind of like my aim at that point. I was debating between Inters, and I think probably all the grid was debating between Inters and Slicks. So that was trying to see what was best to go on from there. I saw everyone around me was stayed on the Slicks. So yeah, that was kind of. I think, to be honest with you, I think I spent more of the race trying to judge what was going to happen with the tyres than actually concerned with where I was on the actual grid, because I knew it was all going to change at any point.
It really was, and was you surprised to see the race leader Kiki go on the intermediate tires, because he had the unfortunate, unfortunate position of coming in first. So either way, he was damned if he did, damned if he didn't. But did you know that
Uh,
Kiki was going on the intermediate tires in front of you?
Yeah, I saw we went on the intermediates, and I was a little bit concerned, because I thought, as he actually played an absolute blinder, because as the safety car laps went on, the track was just getting wetter and wetter. So I thought to myself that it's going to get to the safety car restart. That's going to be a much wetter track, and he was going to go off into the distance. But yeah, I was quite happy to see. Well, I bet he wasn't, but I was quite happy to see him falling back when the safety car started. So yeah, it's nice to know we made the right decision by staying out in the slicks.
And let's go to the controversial incident at the top of Lake then, between yourself and Don Madan. You went on the outside then. You was absolutely blitzing behind him then, of course. You was using all your ers and then some there. Got on the outside. Ted Tango has said that you left him enough space then. But what is your viewpoint of it? You've already mentioned it. You've already mentioned you have to see it again then. But what's your initial thoughts then?
Well, yeah, I'm similar to what Ted Tango said. Really, I thought I'd seen left enough space, but obviously, it all happens in such a split second. I'm not going to say for sure until I've seen back the footage, because Dan's a good racer, and I know he's not something that'll intentionally stick it down the inside or intentionally try to knock you off the track. So yeah, it's definitely probably something that's going to need to be reviewed after the race. But yeah, I'm hoping I did enough and left him enough room.
And we're but not in the stewards room then. Act now, act now, disputed later, isn't it? Is what the drivers
Yeah.
say. But you are a Grand Prix winner now as well. This is your first Grand Prix win as well. What is this going to change your career now going forward? Then going on to the next race in Zandvoort, you and you Smithy.
I hope so. Like I say, hopefully the form continues. I feel like I've started well, it's definitely my strongest season start. So I'm hoping, yeah, I can build on this. At the beginning of the season, when I got the first couple of results, I was just kind of thinking, what if I can finish in the top five every time, I'll be happy with it. But yes, I think I'm gonna have to readjust my hopes now moving forward, and just I'm not gonna expect to win every race because there's so many quick drivers in here. I mean, my teammate's out tonight with Brooksy, and I'm sure if he was here, that would have been a different scenario. And I saw, I think Jay Hings had a bit of an issue at the start, and I'm sure if he didn't have that, he'd be up. So, yeah, I think from now on, that's just I'm going to be trying to aim for podium more than top five. But like I say, we'll have to see what happens. It could all change in a blink of an eye.
Congratulations, Smithy. Fastest lap Grand Prix win, and of course, driver of the day as well. Goodness gracious me. Right, brilliant stuff indeed then. And Marsky, you seem to love this race, sir. Because if I remember rightly, I'm sure you won here last year. I've been saying that all the way through the stream, so if I'm wrong, then I'm going to be lying on my sword.
I think I won or came on the podium, definitely. But yeah, I enjoy Belgium.
You certainly did, and it was as Smithy was mentioning, it was very difficult to know what tires to go on. Then, with all the drivers around, you seem to be sticking with slick tires. Was that your consensus as well? Was you just following what everyone else was doing?
Pretty much, yeah. I was able to keep it on the track, so I thought I'm going to stay onto the slicks until I start spinning them up. And then I seen someone on Inters who was going really slow, so I thought, do you know what, I'm going to stick with the softs. And I was like, the safety car come out again. I was like, I'm going to go on Inters because it's going to get really heavy. But then I seen Kiki was really slow, and if he was slow on Inters, then I needed to stop on the softs.
And of course, with that last safety car as well, was you a bit nervous about any shenanigans that's happening? Of course, you had a bird's eye view of the issue between Smithy Almighty and Diamond Dan. Was you concerned about the safety car restart with such greasy tracks that someone's going to plow into the side of you?
Yeah, it's always a worry with safety cars, especially when everyone's desperate to get as many points as possible. And I'm glad didn't have the ultimate pace today. Also would have got caught up in Smithy and Dynamo Dan's collision with my lovely luck.
And it's a great result today with that podium. Then I would say that how would you sum up your season to start with here this season? Because I would say that it's been a lot of bad luck. Then you had a very good result in Spain. Then, but do you think that this is now you unlocking your potential then for the remainder of the season, or is it just I don't want to say Circuit Pacific because you do well in Belgium, but do you think this is going to give you momentum going forward?
I think I've unlocked a little bit more pace to be more top seven and scraping into the points. So hopefully close to the old Marvski and getting back towards some top form.
I hope so as well, because every season preview and review, I always say that you're going to win next season. It never happens, so I'm
I know,
hoping that
yeah.
the third time's a charm. And going on to Zandvoort, how are you going on to Zandvoort then? What do you reckon? It's a completely different track, though, isn't it, compared to Belgium? A bit more trickier. What are you feeling going into that circuit?
I'm not a big fan. So I'm not expecting much next week, but I'll keep plugging on, trying my best because I watch the stream every time you say Marv's is one of my favourites to win. I'm like, I've got to win it. I've got to win it for you.
You keep saying it. It just doesn't. If I stop saying it, you're going to win. It's the commentator's curse. It's always the same.
It's just,
Well done,
I'll
Steve.
still dedicate it to you.
Thank you very much. I'll
Cheers.
put a selfie on Discord. Thank you very much. That was massive.
Nice.
Cool. Sorry, I think I was interrupting you there mid flow. Very good
No,
stuff.
that's all right. All right, cheers. See you in a bit.
Have a good one, guys. Marsky, great third position today. Smith, your white, a Grand Prix win as well. That's magnificent stuff indeed. And Casal, so close yet so far with our 3-second penalty did cost today. That's going to be it then for Spa this week. Nosey is going to share the love tomorrow night on Valentine's Day by taking you through the 100% realistic performance league. Then I cannot wait for that. Then I'm all pancaked out then, which has been a fantastic night for me. Albeit I don't like pancakes, but I did have a kebab, so there we go. That is it then for me then, of course, as I'm now going to do my usual hibernation then. I'll see you Sunday for golf then, where the landscape has completely changed with Sam Swift Ninja now a full-time driver in the McLaren seat. Who's going to get that second Red Bull seat then? You'll find out on Sunday. But tomorrow night is the realistic performance. AlphaTauri have had a monopoly of Grand Prix wins. 4 out of 4. Is it going to be 5 out of 5?